The window that should have stayed closed. A quiet night, a strange knock, and a window that should have never been opened. When a young woman begins hearing whispers outside her second-floor window, she dismisses them as imagination, until she realizes the voice is calling her name. I wasn't supposed to be home that night, but someone inside my house was expecting me. I wasn't supposed to be home that night. I was supposed to be at my friend's place, watching late-night football, drinking cheap beer, and pretending life wasn't as empty as my apartment. But at the last second, he canceled, saying he didn't feel well. So I came home early. And that was my biggest mistake. The moment I stepped through the front door, I felt it. A presence. A quiet shift in the air, like a room still warm from someone recently leaving. My lights were off. The house was silent. But my living room curtain, normally perfectly still, was swaying gently, as if someone had just brushed past it. At first, I tried to convince myself it was the open window, maybe the wind, maybe my imagination. But then I saw the message, written on a sticky note on my kitchen counter. I knew you'd come back early. My stomach dropped. I didn't write that. No one else had a key. No one should have been inside my house. I slowly backed away, grabbing the nearest thing I could use as a weapon, my metal flashlight. I held it like a bat, my heart beat loud enough to drown out everything else. Then my phone buzzed. Unknown number, no contact name, just one message: don't go upstairs. My eyes shot toward the staircase. It was pitch black above, a perfect tunnel of darkness. I stared so long I thought I saw movement, but it was just my nerves, twisting reality. Another text came instantly. He's waiting at the top. My throat went dry, my fingers shook. Yet something pushed me forward. Fear? Curiosity? The need to know whether this was real or just some sick prank? I forced myself toward the stairs. Each step creaked under my weight. The air grew colder. I could hear my own breathing bouncing off the walls. The flashlight trembled in my hand, the beams shaking wildly. When I reached the top, the hallway smelled wrong, like damp wood and cold metal. And there, sitting in the middle of the floor, was a small object. My wallet, wide open, my ID card pulled out, like someone had been studying it. Suddenly, footsteps echoed behind me from the bottom of the stairs. Slow, heavy, deliberate. I spun around. Nothing there. But the footsteps moved again, closer this time, like someone was walking up the steps, even though I couldn't see them. One step at a time. Slow, intentional. My phone buzzed again. Don't look at him. A coldness wrapped around my spine. My flashlight flickered. My ears filled with a deep, low breathing sound, right behind me. I squeezed my eyes shut. I didn't want to turn around. Didn't want to see what was there. Didn't want to know whose breath was warming the back of my neck. But then something touched my shoulder. A hand. Heavy. Warm. Human. I gasped, spun around, and swung my flashlight. It hit nothing but air. Yet the breathing didn't stop. It felt like someone was standing inches away, staring directly into my face, even though I saw no one. My phone buzzed again. Run. I didn't think. I bolted into my bedroom, slammed the door shut, locked it, and pressed my back against it. My lungs were burning. My hands were numb. But the footsteps outside my door didn't stop. They paced, back and forth, slowly, patiently. I tried to call 911. The call wouldn't go through. No signal, no service, as if the house itself had been cut off from the world. Then my bedroom closet door creaked open, just an inch. I froze. A whisper drifted from the darkness inside the closet. Why did you come home early? My heart nearly stopped. I backed away toward the window, ready to jump out if I had to. The whisper grew louder. I was waiting for you. The closet door eased open wider on its own, inch by inch, like invisible fingers were pulling it. I forced myself to look. Inside, no one. Just shadows. Just emptiness. But then something stepped out. Not a person, not a ghost. A shape. Like a human outline carved out of darkness. Taller than me, shoulders unnaturally sharp. Its head tilted slowly, as if studying me. Then it spoke again, with a voice made of air and cold. I know your name. I fell backward, crashing into the nightstand. The impact knocked the lamp over, shattering it. The room plunged into total darkness, except for my phone's dim glow. Another message appeared on the screen. "He sees you. Don't breathe." The dark shape moved closer. I held my breath. My vision blurred, my chest ached, but I didn't dare inhale. The figure stopped right in front of me, inches away. I felt the cold radiating from it, like a freezing fog. Its head leaned so close, I felt its presence pressing against my skin. Then, knock, knock. Someone was banging on my front door downstairs. The figure froze. The banging grew louder. A man's voice yelled, "This is the police. We got a report of a break-in." The dark shape melted backward, sinking into the closet, like smoke being pulled by a vacuum. The door slammed shut. And just like that, the cold vanished. I sucked in air, gasping and coughing. The police kicked down my front door and stormed into the house. When they reached me upstairs, I was shaking so violently, I couldn't speak. They searched every inch of the house. No intruder, no signs of forced entry, no footprints, no fingerprints, nothing. But when they checked the closet, on the inside of the door, carved deep into the wood, was a single sentence: "See you next time." I moved out the next morning. But sometimes, in the new apartment, I find things out of place. My wallet open, my curtain swaying, my phone buzzing at 2 a.m. Always with the same message: "Don't come home early."